Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about Pluto and major adverse aspect to the North Node in a natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, Pluto is associated with regeneration, transformation. We look at it, it's connected with things that are destructive, upheavals, power. It's associated with rebirth. And when we look at the North Node, it's associated with the person's the sole purpose or mission for the person. The thing we generally are going to emphasize or accentuate in the second part of one's life, generally like after the age of 30 approximately. Well, anyway, people, let me get started. The first thing is, we'll look at this aspect, and it could indicate that maybe the person's the views on what their, I guess, what the trend should be, what the fad is, what is contemporary, what is the thing at this point in time. It's something that they're kind of adversarial with, and then a lot of people, I think, with this aspect may be against, maybe to some degree, what is going on, and they may try, if they would actually manipulate maybe what the change should be. They would like to have more control or some control over what the fad should be, what really they think is the thing, or whatever the thing is right now, they may think it isn't, and what they think should be more socially accepted is good. It can often be against what the majority or what the consensus feels. This could be a person that may use the negative elements or aspects, I guess you could say, connected with Pluto. There might be something where they might feel that some kind of manipulation is the right, maybe the right way to go, that's associated with their destiny, or at least on a subconscious level. It might be a person that might feel the need to perhaps dominate others to some degree, and this is at the worst, in the really worst manifestation, I would say, of this place. I'm not saying everybody's going to be like that, but we look at this, and the thing is, the person, people that have Pluto in major adverse aspect to the North Node might feel that it maybe that they have some control, or they're able to control their own destiny, and they think everything's it's not a problem, and they can do things where they could work things to their advantage, and may not always be the case. But we look at these aspects, and it's possible that the person can be maybe overly fixated or enamored or infatuated with things that are related to Pluto, such as astrology, such as the occult, the supernatural. And these things is not necessarily anything wrong with having an interest of them, but as long as it doesn't become a diversion to what that mission or that soul's purpose is. And I think in some cases, people that have these aspects maybe let it get to them to the point where it becomes almost like an obsession, to where it dominates their existence and can become all-encompassing. I think these people need to be careful that, whereas even though it's a negative aspect, they might have some ability in these areas, but as long as they don't become fixated with them, I think that is really the main thing. And another thing is the things that can be, there might be some kind of upheavals or chaos in this person's life that might preclude them maybe from hitting their or connecting with their mission or their soul's purposes, but it doesn't necessarily might not stop them completely, but it might halt their progress from time, and might delay the things that are associated with their North Node. So that's a thing that needs to be taken into consideration with these aspects. That the person, let's say if the person has the Pluto in the 4th house making the major adverse aspect to the North Node, there might be some upheavals, or chaos in the person's home that is causing a distraction and might preclude the person to some degree from attaining the things that are connected with the person's mission. If it's something, say in the fifth house, it could be something connected with a romantic situation, or perhaps things that are amusing and fun, just fun-filled activities, and that might cause some kind of perhaps distraction, or there might be just chaos and upheavals in the person's love life that might be preventing this person from concentrating on what they need to as far as their, I guess you could say, as far as their mission or soul's purpose. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Pluto in major adverse aspect to the North Node in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the North Node conjunct the midheaven in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.